Hey, what's happening, everybody? What's going on? Checking out Turok today on the Nintendo Switch. The reason why I really downloaded this game and wanted to check it out is simply because of nostalgia. I'll be honest. The game was fun back in 1997, I think, when it was released. I played it on Nintendo 64, and it was just was super cool back then. I didn't imagine that the game would be actually as fun as I remembered it to be because at that point in time it blew my mind in 1997. So of course the game is just as fun as I remember it being. With the HD remaster to it, it's great. It looks good. The draw distance is better. The controls are great. It's cool to play this game with the modern controls. That was another big thing with me was the controls back in the day. Initially, the controls were a little bit clunky. There I go, falling off the cliff. Awesome job. As I talk about the controls, I can't even jump. Anyway, I ran through this time. I ran through the game, and as you can see, if you watch, I do have some of the cheats on, like all weapons, unlimited ammo, and that's because I never played the game in the past with the cheats on. So I thought it'd be cool to see what they do and how far you can go with it. It was cheats back in the day were something cool. You really had to try to get them and find out and figure out what they were, and it's a lot different now. So it was fun. Once again, it all goes back to the nostalgia. You know what I mean? So this game, though, gameplay wise, it holds up, dude. It really does. The game is still fun. It actually controls well with the new control style on it. Of course, it runs perfect. And it better. The graphics, on the other hand, even with the HD upgrade and the draw distance being pushed back further and everything looking a bit nicer, obviously, it hasn't aged that great, to be honest with you. But when you think about it, though, it's a 64-bit game that is from 1997. I mean, come on. For being what it is, it's great. Nintendo 64, at least at that time, for me, was the premier place to go for your first-person shooters other than PC. And I don't really remember having a lot of cool stuff on my computer back in 1997. We had computers, so we had the internet, but most of it was used. The computers were used for practical day-to-day stuff. So consoles were the way to go to play for us at our house, and we were lucky, man. They always made sure we had the game systems going on and stuff like that was happening. The internet and shit like that was going on. So that was cool. This game, though, man, you know what? For $20, go ahead and try it out. It's well worth it. A lot of guys who have played this game in the past, they're going to know exactly what I'm talking about. They're going to be like, wow. Well, if they like the game, of course, they're going to be like, wow, let me at least see what it looks like. Let me at least see how it plays. That curiosity might get you a little bit. And guess what, man? It's well worth it. Go for it. Yeah, when you see these characters on screen, their models are terrible, man, in comparison to what we've had even in the last multiple, decade, I should say. But the game controls great, man. It's smooth as butter. It's fun. Going with it and have a good time. It is just a shooter, first-person shooter from 1997. You got to think about how far we've come since then, and how well the gameplay itself actually holds up, being as old as it is. I did not expect the graphics to hold up as much. I did not expect to see anything look much different other than the high definition and some draw distance being put into it. But it still looks good to me, man. I have to admit. No, it's not. It's not fabulous. It looks good to me in comparison to the old one, to yesteryear, so to speak, right? So that's all I can say about it, man. Is just go get it, play it. It's super fun. Turn on the cheat codes. That's what makes it fun. I didn't have a lot of time invested into this game because it is an ancient relic, so to speak. And I just wanted to mess around with it and have a good time with it. And I was able to just, you go through it all the way with unlimited ammo, all weapons, what was it, unlimited lives, and there's a ton of other cheats that you can get, and all the Nintendo 64 cheats work. Just Google it. So down to the question is then, do I recommend this game for the Switch player, the Switch user? Yeah, man, check it out for 20 bucks. You know, if you're a younger dude and you like first person shooters, remember that this is retro when you go to play it, that this is old school. This is when they were just discovering what was going to work and what was not going to work. So, you guys have fun with it, man. Check you out in the next one.